Welcome to True Crime with Strategic Eyes.
Strategic back again. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys have been well. Wow, we have a great showing out today in the comments section. Now, I want to bring in Grizzly True Crime real quick so that she can give you guys some really good information. Something that she said, this may not be accurate, but it's important. And she knows it may not be accurate in that it's not a fact that these two things are connected, but it's important. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I'm going to start from that, and then we'll take it from there. So this is important information. This is why it's so important that you remember this child's face. You go on a website that's been set up for this little girl. This family has set up a very good website to help coordinate the search for this child and also to keep everybody up to date. So real quick, Grizzly True Crime, and then we're going to go to that website, and then we're going to go to the topic at hand, okay?
And a man on surveillance.
A man tries to abduct a 15-year-old at gunpoint near a school. That incident caught on video. The girl managed to get away. Eyewitness News reporter Sid Garcia is...
That's 2 hours before this little girl went missing, and I was 40 minutes away from when this little girl was. 40 minutes is nothing when you have a car. It's nothing. 2 hours prior, a man, a psychopath, a disgusting cretin, tried to kidnap a little girl at gunpoint, but that little girl fought for her life and got away. And then 2 hours later, this beautiful little girl goes missing. I think that this is a connection worth thinking about. Let's keep going.
Live in South LA, where he spoke with the girl and her mother. Sid?
Ellen, it happened here 2 days ago in broad daylight. The girl's still shaken up. And the LAPD wants you to take a look at the surveillance video we are about to show you. Hopefully you can identify the suspect they're looking for.
Y de pronto apareció alguien de la escuela.
She's 15 years old and the victim of an attempted kidnapping. It happened Tuesday afternoon around 3:30 next to Figueroa Street Elementary School at Figueroa and 111th Streets. She and her mother did not want to be identified. The surveillance video is from a neighborhood clothing store. The teen describes that scary moment when the suspect went up to her.
We're going to look at that footage again. I do want to say there are locals saying that the drive's actually more like 40 minutes. Could be 40 minutes. I did a whole long drive and I was looking how long the cycle would be. So you could be right that it could only be about 40 minutes away. Thank you for that. Okay, let's just look at the surveillance here. Okay, one more time. Look at this.
Victim of an attempted kidnapping. It happened Tuesday afternoon around 3:30 next to Figueroa Street Elementary School at Figueroa and 111th Streets. She and her mother did not want to be identified. The surveillance video is from a neighborhood clothing store. The teen describes that scary moment when the suspect went up to her.
All right, so people are saying they want the volume. They went the volume up. Guys, I just put the volume up while I read it, and I just put the volume up while they were speaking. Please let me know if the sound has gotten better. Remember, there's a delay between when you guys type and when I can read it, or vice versa, when I say something when you guys hear it. So please let me know in the comment section if the volume has gotten better.
She says the suspect put his hand around her neck. She says she fought back by hitting him with her cell phone. The LAPD tells us they're treating this as an attempted kidnapping. The victim says the suspect had a gun. Police confirm that.
Pero agradecida con Dios que con lo que ella hizo se pudo defender y salir.
The teen's mother, who also didn't want to be identified, says she...
All right, so people are like, the sound is good now. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's keep going.
Thanks God her youngest daughter was able to defend herself and get away.
You know, it really hurts my feeling. It just happens a lot. You know, this is something that irks me, but I totally understand it. I'm not trying to shame people, but it happens so often where these things happen and people don't want to come forward or they don't want to be shown. And it's like, I understand that you're afraid, but you're making it harder for us in law enforcement to find this person, okay? by showing her daughter and herself, I know that it's embarrassing, but somebody may notice the girl and say, oh, I remember when that little girl was tussling with that guy, and I remember what that guy looks like. You know what? Let me come forward and give some relevant information. I wish we could get to a point in society where when crime happens, people feel like it's their civic duty to 100,000% cooperate. I do understand how trauma works. I'm just telling you my personal opinion. I'd never subconsciously or consciously put that opinion on somebody else and judge them for how they choose to deal with their trauma. So please understand that I am professional and mature enough to separate my thoughts and my feelings from how I treat a victim or how I would judge a victim. That person has been through an enormous amount of trauma and they're dealing with it in a way that they know how to deal with it. But my priority is to get that bad guy off the streets. And that means you coming forward, you showing your face, you doing everything you possibly can to assist in the apprehension of this person. But that's in a perfect world. And guess what? We don't live in a perfect world. Let's keep going.
Roxy Chavez is the shop owner who provided us with the surveillance video.
All right, so that's a terrible surveillance video, but I have faith that the police will be able to pretty much track this guy's movement and hopefully get better footage. I think this is kind of like all basically just happening right now. And hopefully they'll be able to get a better picture of this guy, man. This is very sad stuff. I want to go to the website real quick and then we're out of here. We're going to jump right in to the actual subject matter of this beautiful little girl, or rather, we'll get into the subject matter of diving into Stephen Stearns, okay? So I'm going to bring this video back up again. This is a bigger picture of Alison. This is Alison Jillian Chao, or Cho. Some people are saying Chao, some people are saying Cho. She's 15 years old. She's an Asian female. She's 5'2". Her weight is 96 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. She's last seen July 16th, 2024 at around 5:32 p.m. She was given permission by her family to ride her bike to, I believe, her aunt's house. This girl is a straight A student. She's happy. She comes from a good home. She's well taken care of. Notice that her family allowed her to ride her bike for in a half an hour's distance. It's going to be at least a mile or something like that for a child to ride that on a bike. That means she wasn't overly sheltered. She was not, kept inside of her room, not allowed to have friends. The reason why I bring that up is because those are elements of what kids would probably want to run away from, right? But if your parents let you go out to play, your parents let you, have a social life, your parents let you ride your bike to your auntie's house, you're getting good grades, you're well taken care of, you got birthday parties with your crown on your head, like this beautiful little girl has a crown on her head, that child is not the archetype of a child that would want to run away. I don't think we're dealing with a runaway. I think everybody who's involved with this understands we're not dealing with a runaway. We're dealing with a possible abduction, and every single moment counts, ladies and gentlemen. Every single freaking moment counts, to the point where I'm going to cut this out of this live and I'm going to make this a standalone video just so people can understand, hey, I'm going to go see this child video, this Cho video. That's how important this is right now for us to find this beautiful little girl. She's last wearing purple t-shirt, black shorts, dark shoes on a blue GT mountain bike. That's a very good bike, by the way. All right, let's go to the website. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. I know we're 16 minutes in. We're almost done. Marissa Fontaine says, my dad was in law enforcement for 45 years. God damn, he worked for a long time. He has passed away. God rest his soul. Thank you for your service, sir. I don't have him to talk about these things like anymore. Thank you for providing this. Well, guess what? I'm here now, and you're a Strategic Eyes member, and we can talk about this stuff together. Welcome to the family. This is your new home. If you need somebody to talk to in law enforcement about law enforcement things, welcome to the family. Let's keep going. So this is the website that the family has set up. Amazing website. I've rarely seen this before. This is like the last time she was seen. There's another video though that's from a different angle, shows her riding past. So she was seen along the way, but then there's a point where she just disappears, and that sucks. All right. So if you see her, please contact, or her last whereabouts, or you remember seeing her, contact 626-573-1311. You can also email helpfindalison@gmail.com. Man, what these family members could possibly be going through right now is unbelievable. The terror of the possibility of your child going missing is unbearable for any family to experience. As a father, I could not even fathom what I would feel and what I would do and how helpless I would feel if one of my children went missing. All right, let's go on. We need your help. So they have this nifty map here broken up into zones where these are the areas they want people to help search for this beautiful girl. You could download the map. You could download the flyer. These are pictures of volunteers who come in to help. If you decide to actually help out, you put your name in here, you put in the location that you searched in or whatever, so that they can start coordinating as to where they've already observed, the young lady, where they've already searched, where they've already handed out flyers, what doors they've knocked on. It's very comprehensive, it's very smart, so that you don't have people working over each other and overlapping on work. So this is a really good website. I think it should be mandatory for every missing child that, there's a way that people can easily and at very low cost set up this type of website. So this is kind of like her path tracker and stuff like that. It is what it is. So listen, please keep your eyes peeled and out there for this beautiful girl.